Well, let's get another perspective on this. A short while back I was saying that Pakistan's only real friend and ally in the Muslim world now, given what's happening with the Sunnis and with Iran, may well be Turkey. Let's get Dr. Mehmet Çelik now joining us, political analyst and journalist at Daily Sabah. Dr. Çelik, as you're seeing what's happening between Iran and Pakistan, what would be your own interpretation of this, looking at it from Istanbul?
Well, first of all, I think it's a very dangerous escalation of tensions in an area, in a region where there's already, lots of tensions, lots of international risks. But if we were to look at the very recent exchange of clashes between Pakistan and Iran, I think we should look at them from a domestic level in what is happening in Iran, but also we should put this development into an international context as well. As you know, very recently, Iran was attacked via two bombings in Kerman, which many people lost their lives. Now, to show that domestically, to show that Iran is still powerful, Iran is still capable of defending itself against these threats, and to actually address the internal pressure, I think the leadership had to respond in this matter. And
but Dr. Çelik, is that where possible further escalation can come? Because if that's what Iran the Iranian leadership was expecting, the fact that there's been a strike in the reverse direction may put them under pressure to then have follow-up actions.
I think, despite this exchange of attacks, I don't think this will escalate to a very hard confrontational battle between the two countries. Yes, there is these disputes along the border, but both of them have, in their statements, from what I understand, is that they are saying that we will attack these threats against their sovereignty, but I don't think this will turn into a one-to-one confrontation and full-out war between Pakistan and Iran.
You have a situation out here where Pakistan is accused not just of India. India's been saying that Pakistan supports terrorism for 20 to 30 years, but also by two Muslim countries, Afghanistan and now by Iran, saying that Pakistan is shielding terrorists, aiming at those countries. Now, Turkey being one of the few close strategic partners and allies of Pakistan, what advice do you think the Turkish government is going to be giving Pakistan right now, if any? Well,
Mr. Fidan and the Foreign Ministry yesterday, they released the statement, and their remarks are actually directly linked to this confrontation between Iran and Pakistan, that they call them to common sense, and they offered mediation, and they said that they're ready to share experience. But when it comes to these accusations about who is hosting more terrorists within their border or terrorist activities, I think those accusations are, they will be there, as there is that in that part of the region, there is that rivalry for political influence, not just military, and not just a race of military armament. So those accusations are always there, but they're not just directed at one. All the accusations that are directed at Pakistan and other countries can direct them, and they do direct it at other parties as well. So this, I think, gets us nowhere. There's these accusations. Only the region's people suffer from these rivalries and instability. I mean, how can Pakistan and Iran, their people, benefit, or India, or Afghanistan, or Turkey, we see what's happening in Syria and Iraq for the past 2 decades or more. So I think it is time for all the region's leadership to come to common sense and de-escalate tensions instead of escalating them.
All right, Dr. Jaish, thank you so much for joining us with that view from Istanbul. Thank you.
Thank you.